Hey y'all. Happy Monday. Good evening. It's your boy Cutie Content Guy, and I'm back for a brand new review. Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 10, Episode 12, Potomac and Ponies and Problems. I would have came on earlier, but I realized I had to go to the mall because I was in the mood to buy some Christmas gifts. And who knew that going to the mall, 3 days before Christmas would be so crowded? But I went out and got some gifts. And of course, the hardest gift to find is my mama. I was like, "Do you want a purse?" And she's like, "You got me a purse already." I was like, "Oh." I said, "You want a wallet?" She's like, "You got me a wallet already." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." So she waits till I leave out the mall. You know what I need? I need a nice belt. I need a nice belt. I'm like, "Girl, why you didn't tell me that when I was inside the store?" Anyway, we're here talking about Potomac. Um, I have not watched Married to Medicine yet, but from what the clips I did see, hmm, play with yours, don't play with mine. Hello. Hmm, hmm. Um, you were waiting on my take on Wendy and Mama Sue. Jesus, y'all might be surprised what I got to say about light skin Sue. Not my house in front of my kids though. Um, but yeah, so I'm here. I was gonna do it this afternoon because y'all know I work remotely, and I was like, maybe I should do some work. Oh, he missed it. Y'all know I'm also watching football. Oh God, I'm so devastated about last night. Ugh, maybe the Ravens, please. But I can't give up. I can't give up on my team. But oh my God, I'm so devastated. Um, but then I was gonna come on. But then I was like, oh, I gotta go to the mall. I still don't know what I'm wearing for New Year's. I still don't know. Child, just my life is a mess right now. I don't even have my New Year's plans together. Being on furlough really messed me up this year. Being on furlough really, really messed me up this year because I was supposed to be in LA for New Year's. But I'm gonna find out something to do for New Year's. I gotta get my hair done next week. I'm getting a new color, a new cut, a new color. So I've just been busy. But like I said, today I was in the mood and I went out and bought some Christmas gifts. Nothing crazy, but some Christmas gifts. And then I gotta go back to the store tomorrow to buy another Christmas gift. So and then when I get back tomorrow, I'll do Married to Medicine around like 8 o'clock, 8:30. I'll do Married to Medicine. So first of all, I gotta watch the episode. um LA is born for New Year's. You made the right choice. Really? Oh. I would think it would be fun though. I never been down there for New Year's. Baby, Capital One be let me tell you something. I my bank is Capital One, right? And what I don't like about Capital One sometimes, you done already made the purchase. And then like 15, 20 minutes later, they send you a little notice saying you made a purchase, which be making me think I didn't pay for a purchase all over again. Sure. But yeah, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for New Year's this year. I'm gonna either be in DC or Charlotte for New Year's. See, I did DC last year. I did this like R&B hip hop thing. It was real nice. It was in the Westin, downtown LA. Downtown LA. Downtown DC. It was real nice. But I don't know where I'm gonna be at this year. I'll never be in New York though. I'll never be in New York because I ain't got time, baby, sitting out there watching that ball drop. No, thank you. Hello. Anyway, one year I actually want to go out the country for New Year's. That'd be kind of fun. I know I'm just rambling. I wish I was going to Brazil for New Year's. Amex does the same thing, thinking someone right. Like, baby, what is y'all down there doing? We talking about cars. So let me not. We already talk about Wendy and them. So let me make sure you put your cars up, put your wallets up, and put your cards up. Put your wallets and put your cards up. Talking about she want to redo the pool. Who gonna be in there? Girl, you'll be in jail. Anyway, we're here to talk about Potomac. I just want to let y'all know why I was coming on so late. Maybe have y'all been watching all these like little hey Amy J? Have y'all been watching all these like little reviews about it and Welcome to Derry? Like all this stuff lining up. I want to go back and now I want to go back and watch the daggone movies. All this stuff is lining up. But anyway, and for New Year's, me and Adrian will be doing a show together. Yay, us. Anyway, y'all watching Dairy this week? I mean, Dairy. Y'all watching Stranger Things this week? I'm trying to hold off. Oh, we probably just child. I'm over here running my mouth. All right, let me focus. I'm hungry. So let me get my notes. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. I just wanna be close to you. All right, let me get my notes out. Hold on, y'all. And I got a question for y'all. Should I do a live Married to Medicine? Is it worth it? I got a lot of damn notes. God dang. All right. I love heavy spoilers and screen crush breakdown of Walking Dead. Oh, I'm gonna have to check them out. Heavy. Are they on YouTube? I'm gonna check them out. All right, let me get started. The show picks up right back where they left off, them Hayes and Angel. And them pretty much saying that Angel got evicted. The people say you got evicted. And Giselle and the rest of the girls are whispering. And Angel is explaining herself. And after finished explaining herself, she's like, and I wasn't evicted, home girl. I don't understand why it's that big of a deal. On top of that, I don't understand why you're explaining yourself to Ashley and Giselle. And why you feel the need to sit there and let them girls play in your face like that. I would have told Ashley because I wanted to move. That's why. Anything else? And I would say, I'm gonna say, excuse me, what y'all were whispering about? What y'all talking about? Let me know what y'all talking about. Please let me know what y'all talking about because I want to be entertained. Let me know what's going on. Tell me the story because I want to know what's going on. So Sharice comes over in this god awful outfit, like just awful. Yeah. Awful. Just hideous. Awful. Yeah. And she's walked over, so she got like this lingerie, like Projects of Hollywood. Cause she shop at Frederick's Hollywood. She don't give me she a Victoria's Secret kind of hoe. She give me she shop at Frederick's of Hollywood. And she walks over, she's like, hello, Timu and Stacy. And Stacy, like, girl, in the confessional, she's like, girl, what do you have on and why are you speaking to me? And I agree, like, why are you speaking to me? Because you hanging over there with them girls, and you had no problem telling them girls what kind of person you thought I was, and how I was over there flirting and talking about I don't care if he married or not. So why you over here talking to me? What's up? What's up? Why you over here? You need to be worried about Ashley. Hello. She introduced Timo to Wendy and Eddie. He ends up leaving. He was there for like 34 minutes. He ends up leaving. So Wendy runs back over and she runs back over and she's like, he's leaving. And Ashley and Giselle are like, what? Like, what do you mean he's leaving? And Giselle says, oh, well, we don't have to cater to him or whatever like that. Girl, what are you talking about? Shut up. Just shut up. And in the after show, apparently in the after show, Giselle told Wendy it's bullshit. Like that he leaving, like this is bullshit. And Giselle was like, and I didn't even get to ask him no questions. And you're not going to ask him no questions. You're not going to ask him no questions over here. Not mine. You're not going to ask no questions. Not mine. You won't. Not today. Not next week. Not the week after. Not mine's. Not never. Not mine's. When you get a man, we'll ask questions then. But until then, you won't ask some motherfucking questions over here with mine's. And to this day, I don't understand why y'all keep letting this girl play in y'all face and play with y'all husbands. I don't understand. I truly don't understand why. So, where am I at? I Where am I at? Oh, so they start playing this three-legged game. Sharice and Giselle lost because Giselle weight her ankles pull her down, so she lose. Sharice's son show up. What's his name? Jackson. He show up, and Ashley gets all shy and giddy and stuff like that. And we then find out that Jackson and Ashley made out. This is like what 2003. He dropped her off at the house. He holding her hand. He dropped her off to the house. She talking about he had to go use the bathroom. He hand his hand out, and she started making out with him. And everybody kind of like, what you mean? Like. Well, excuse me. That's later on. Giselle sitting there like, what? Like, excuse me. Sharice is like, what you mean? Like you made out with him, whatever. Like she was kind of like, she wasn't mad, but she was also like, oh my gosh, you made out with my son. And she was like, yeah. Would you be mad if it was more? And then it was, but on Watch What Happens Live, she said that her and Jackson actually did it. Like her and Jackson fucked. And you say that Stacy the hoe. Ashley, you the biggest hoe in the goddamn show. Every time we turn around, every time we turn around, you shaking a nigga hand and fucking them. Every time we turn around. Like, goddamn girl. Every time you fucking turn around, you sitting there shaking, fucking somebody else on the goddamn show. You said Sharice is pimping her son out. That boy hasn't been to a cast event outside her house in years. Sharice trying to get back on the show. And we good on you, sis. We good on you. So, the ladies, yes. Josh, who else? The mailman, the milkman, the babysitter, if everybody, every time, yes, every time. The ladies take a break, and Angel and Tia are talking. She's pretty much telling how she feels, like why these ladies are playing like this or whatever. And in the midst of her talking, Giselle has a microphone, and she's like, "I know you want to talk, Angel, but it's game time right now." Girl, girl, Angel, Angel, Angel. I'm telling you, Angel. It's all you need, Angel. When you see Giselle,
Things that were right,
Things that were wrong.
get up, Karen.
because at this point, it's time to put your hands on Giselle. At this point, it's time to put your hands on Ashley. All that being nice and this homegirl, this homegirl, that's not working with these girls. They need to learn the hard way. And you keep letting them play in your face. Or I got one bet on you. Let Bobby loose on their asses. And let's see how they react. Let Bobby loose on their asses. Since you want to keep running your goddamn mouth, ho. Let Bobby loose on their asses. Y'all playing too many games, but you letting them play in your face. So, you know. Cause child, let me move on. Cause y'all gonna think I beat women. Let me move on. So, they all sitting down. They getting food. Cam talking about some. I don't want that Donald Trump play, girls. Baby, did you see Giselle eat camp in the confessional? So Giselle, Kay, and Greg are all sitting down, and she found out they moved back in together. Giselle says, "You giving up your power, your womanhood. You're giving it up. He's never going to put a ring on it." I said, "Bitch." I said, "Bitch, bitch." I said, "Girl, my God." So, for some reason, I don't know why this scene bothered me about this potato salad. I think because they fucking with Stacey so much, they just bothering me. So now y'all act like y'all can't eat the girl potato salad. Wendy and Eddie act like they motherfucking goddamn Michelle and Barack. Like, girl, y'all some fucking criminals. You better enjoy your last goddamn meal, cause you gonna get worse in jail. You hoes are some fucking criminals. He over there sweating that baby. Did you see Eddie sweating? I said, my God. Everybody finds out that Ashley's making out fucking Cherie's son, baby. And the girls, I agree with Stacey. Like, girl, I would have never shared that. Stacey in the confession, she was like, girl, I would have never shared that. I would have took that to my grave. That's disgusting. You're nasty. You're a nasty bitch. Baby Kay had me laughing though when she was like, baby, when it come to Ashley, Hide your motherfucking kids. Hide your coochie. Hide your dick. Hide your ass. Hide your older son, your younger son, your grandfather, your grandmother, baby, your great grandparents will be hiding because Ashley is on the loose, baby. That pussy is loose. Dean and Dylan slid right on out, baby. No epidural needed. Stacy looked like the type to put sugar in a. What's wrong with putting sugar in your potato salad? Wendy is telling Cam grown folks business because why is she looking at Stacy food like that? Right. I wanted to say I was ready to say something about I was ready to say something about Cam. Trying to move on. Over at Tia house, she trying to get the kids chores. I didn't know I didn't know chores was an option. Did you see when production zeroed in on Addie when he talked about yes, getting her a new ring? Yes. Yes. You know I saw it. I said, baby, I'm telling y'all, and I mean this. The producers are working to take Eddie and Wendy down. Every time they ask to talk about money, they camera directly in their face. Every time. When do we start giving kids the option to what chores they want to do? Take the trash out, clean your mess up, clean the dishes, clean the kitchen, vacuum the floors, and get out and go do your homework. Get out my face. When did we start giving options? I didn't get any options when I was growing up. Do it. It was with no options. Do because I said so. So they giving them options. Okay, whatever. I love Tia's confessional look though. Her new confessional look. I love her confessional look. She's talking about she has a half brother and a half sister. She didn't have a relationship with them until the daddy passed away. So she was just letting us know that I have a half brother and a half sister too, and I've only met them one time. And apparently, my half sister was on Jeopardy, not Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and won. I don't know what they look like, so and I don't plan on reaching out to them. Stacy and Timu working out together. We learned that we learned that he moved back in. I don't think those kids do chores. Tia is doing it for TV. That's why they. I agree with you. I agree with you. Them kids don't do shit around the house, but work her nerves. Angel and Bobby are talking about going to Colorado for the trip. She wants to have an open mind. Baby, them hoes wouldn't come on my. She wants to pretty much show off her company, and they're going to have a cookout for them. I'm telling you right now, if it was me, them hoes wouldn't come. That trip part be canceled because them bitches gonna get to that trip and they gonna talk shit. I already seen the preview for next week because I thought it was tonight's episode. I mean last night's episode, but it was last week, and them hoes gonna get a house and talk shit. Why we ain't staying here? Because I said you ain't staying here. That's why you ain't staying here. Because I don't want you staying here. I'm not explaining myself. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You can leave. They don't want to go fly fishing. Well, it ain't this Potomac. Y'all don't get no expensive, lavish, luxurious trips where you can lay on the beach. It's not in our budget. It ain't in the budget. Take your asses on down to the Colorado, just like you took your asses on down to Charlotte. Take your asses on down there, enjoy the trip, come on back home. That's it. Hey, Pink. So we see Wendy's upgrades. Oh, we learned that she said her next renovation she wanted to be a pool. Your next renovation, girl. You can keep the receipts for that one too, the invoices for that one too. She said she went. Now the house is nice. I didn't care for that green couch in front of that pink and purple wall, but the house is nice. I like the black, the black wall and all that kind of stuff. The kitchen looks really nice, so it's a nice house. But girl, free Wendy to do what? Wendy FaceTimes her dad. She talks about the Nigerian trip, and he was like, "There's no need to cry over spilled milk." I said, He said he doesn't want to dwell on the past. He said, "I miss you. I miss my grandkids, and hopefully we can work something out soon." Giselle is part of the National Brain Tumor Association. Baby, now this scene right here. Okay. So Kay and Greg meet up in their new house, which is a pretty house. Greg, Greg is not comfortable on TV. I've come to realize that Greg is not comfortable on TV, and neither is the younger punk that heavily over there raising, the one that's like on his feet. He's not comfortable on TV. I know that Greg is not comfortable on TV because of the way that he talks. My love, I'm doing this for my love. Like, why are you talking like that, sir? Um, they're talking about moving in and unpacking boxes and how he's carrying the boxes in the house, unlike last time when he didn't carry the boxes in the house. And he gets her a gift, but he disguises it in one of the moving boxes. It's a Radcliffe's box. And she's like, "Oh, is it my ring?" Girl, girl, that big ass bag did not have no ring in there. So she opened the box up, baby. when I tell y'all, when I tell y'all that when I tell y'all I laughed so damn hard because that girl thought she was getting a ring, opened that goddamn box up, baby, and it was a picture frame.
Oh, I can't breathe.
A motherfucking picture frame. Greg went and bought her a goddamn picture frame. He at that store, and Greg came out with a goddamn picture frame.
Oh, I can't breathe.
That girl opened that box up, and she said, "Oh, is it a ring?" Girl, you know that man not gonna marry you. Kay. Scar. What's the girl name again? What's her real name? Keiarna? Baby, that man not gonna marry you, girl. That man not gonna marry you. Baby, let it go. Let it go and let God. Move on with life, baby. That man not gonna marry you. He's not going to marry you. He definitely not gonna marry you on TV. And baby, girl, he's child. This man got you a picture frame and making you think it was a damn ring. So he then says, so she was like, so are you cool with the condo staying in my name? Because it's a gift, right? And he says, as far as his house, would it, will we ever change the deed on the house when we get married? Now, catch what Greg says. Catch it. He says, well, if you get married, and she says, you mean when we get married? He goes, okay, when you get married, when you get married, you can do what you want. It's up to you when you get married. Girl. Girl.
Love it. I love it.
Girl. Craig, he not gonna marry you. And then over there in the after show, they talking about that man's not gonna marry you. He's not gonna want to be with you. Like you can't rush a man to marry you. You can't rush this and that. He not rushing to marry her. He don't want to marry her. I don't know why we making this a big scene. I don't even know why this is a scene. He don't want to marry her. It's okay, girl. Move on with your life. And if he do marry you, it's not gonna be on this show. It's not. I understand that you want to do this and want to do that. That man already been married. He ain't rushing back down that road again. He ain't trying to go through that divorce shit again. He don't want to do that. And do y'all know Jazzy, girl? Which I be thinking this show be punk sometimes. I be thinking like, man, where's Ashton Kutcher? When he gonna jump out and say, "Punk, gotcha"? As a divorcee with kids, my house is in a trust. My kids are going to inherit it. I wouldn't be surprised if Greg did the same thing and didn't tell care. Exactly. Because even he was like, we gonna move in 5 years, 5 to 6 years. Girl, It's okay, he gonna move on. But do y'all know in the confessional, it was Jazzy, Tia, and Giselle talking. And Giselle was like, um when I saw Greg, I was like, you should take one of them diamonds and get her a ring. Giselle, bitch, Giselle, you can't even get a motherfucking man, let alone get another ring on your finger. So you always telling somebody you always telling the guy what they need to do, bitch. Who gonna marry you? And girl, you was in the motherfucking parking lot of the church fighting over Jamal, bitch. Bitch, please. And you telling somebody what they should do, what they should motherfucking do with their wedding, and you fight over motherfucking Jamal. And you tell, hey, what's going on, Lisa? And you telling motherfucking people who they should be married to. Girl. And then Jazzy over there talking about, yeah, Kay wants everything that I got. A bench player? Jazzy want a bench player? You and Darius sitting in the motherfucking stand together watching the game. You think that's what Kay already got Greg? Giselle talking about she's talking about, yeah, because I can hook her up with some friends. No, I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because it could maybe no, thank you. I don't want what you got. I don't want what you got. I don't want to sit in the motherfucker. When I go see my man play on the field, I want to be on the field watching him run up and down the goddamn up and down the 40-yard line. I want to see him catch the ball. I want to see him defend the ball, throw the ball, run the ball. I want to see him do all that stuff. I don't want to see him bring out the motherfucking Gatorade. I don't want to see him bring out the practice equipment. I don't want to see him out there taping the stuff on the ground, fixing the white lines. I want to see him he out there bringing the quarterback to football. He out there standing on the field with the quarterback talking about, you thirsty? I don't why would I want that? Darius is one of them people that's out there. Y'all watch football. For those who watch football, listen to me. There's times in between the play, right, where they will go out there with the Gatorade bottles, and the players are standing there. They'll lift their helmet up and they'll hold the bottle up and say, "Y'all thirsty?" I don't know how many times Darius did it for Patrick Mahomes. Because outside of that, why would I want Darius? Is he even in the NFL? Right? Does he even suit up? Why would I want your man? Why would I want your life? Tell me she want everything Jazzy want. Girl, y'all both keeping the motherfucking seat warm. Bitch, please. Can he even get a real contract? Let me move on. Tia and her sister meet up. They're talking about their relationship and how they got to where they were at. It was a very good scene, emotional scene for her, but a very good scene. And it's good to see that even though that's her half sister, that she's still able to treat her like that's her, like, full sister and things like that. So it was a really good scene to see. Time for the main event, baby. Light skin Sue shows up, baby. Dark skin sister show up, baby, and it's ready. They ready for war. They ready for war. She's showing off the house. She starts eating. Wendy brings up that she brings up her dad. Baby Sue gets irritated automatically. She gets irritated right away. And she lets them know that she called her dad, and she's happy that she did. Her sister was like, well, just don't let him, get you too happy because he's notorious for being a disappointment. Her mother's like, I gave birth to her. I was the one who was in pain. He was just a sperm donor. Wendy was like, that's not fair because y'all were married. Sue started going off. Wendy's like, hold on. Let me send my kids upstairs. And Sue started still running her mouth. Wendy was like, hold on. Like, let me send my kids upstairs. Like, you're not going to do that in front of my kids. She puts her hand up and she's like, hold on, I'm going to protect them. And her mother was like, you can do that with them kids. Don't put your hand in my face. Don't put your hand in my face. And she's like, I'm pissed off. She said, I'm pissed off. Don't piss me off more. she's like, I came here to see your renovations, and you start talking about somebody who ain't do a goddamn thing. I work 4 jobs. I'm the one that put you through goddamn school. I'm the one that did this, and I'm the one that did that. And you bringing up somebody that left and didn't give a damn about you. And Wendy was in the confessional. She was like, I understand. She's holding on to 40 years of pain and all those kind of things, right? So her sister was like, your presentation was wrong, putting your hand in mom's face. And so all of a sudden, Sue like starts going off on Wendy. And Wendy was like, girl, you doing too much. You looking for your moment. You doing way too much. So Wendy's walking around like if she was ready to go upstairs or whatever. And Sue was like, don't call me an idiot. And I was like, what? Even Wendy was like, girl, I didn't call you an idiot. Like, what are you talking about? I didn't call you an idiot. And she was like, don't insult me. Don't call me an idiot. So Eddie starts coming up and she was like, you the man of the house, right? You the man of the house. What you come over here to defend your wife? And he was like, well, y'all raising y'all voices. So I just making sure that everything is like, being calm. Wendy looks at her sister. She's like, I've been waiting for you to say something. Like, you see her like acting like this. Can you say something? Like, what is going on? And they start yelling like, bring Eddie. It almost seemed like they were acting for the cameras a little bit. Bring Eddie out. Bring Eddie out. And I was like, maybe y'all doing too much. And Sue turns around and she was like, look at your wife. Look at your wife. She's out of control. When is somebody going to tell her she's out of control? Get your wife. Get your wife. Enough is enough. She's out of control. Y'all know what that's from? Shout out to Married to Medicine. And she's like, it started because you were talking this way in front of my kids. And she's like, you guys always do this. This is Wendy talking. And the mother's like, shut up, Wendy, shut up, Wendy, shut up, Wendy, shut the fuck up, Wendy. And even the sister was like, hold up, like, okay, mom, like, calm down. And Wendy's looking at her husband and she was like, they always do this. They always gang up on me. Like, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, I want them to fuck out of my house. But she kind of like whispers. So the sister was like, oh, you want us to fuck out the house? Oh, come on. You ain't got to tell me but once. I'll leave. And she's like, take this microphone off. And the mother was like, I quit my job. Well, first she was like, look at me, girl. We see you. She was like, I quit my job. I'm helping here. I'm helping taking care of your kids. And doing this and doing that, and you are whining and crying about meeting your daddy and doing this and doing that. And when you call him, tell him he can kiss my ass. And then she walks out the house and she leaves. And that was the end of it. And then Wendy was like, they always do this. They gang up on me. That's why I kind of need my dad here. And that was really the end of the scene. And she said she used to it. And then we went on to see what happens next week. So I'm torn, but I'm not torn, if that makes sense. I don't have a problem with Wendy wanting to have a relationship with her. So y'all gotta understand, I'm a little for me, right? I look at it differently, maybe, because I don't have let me see, how can I do this? I don't have a problem with Wendy having a relationship with her father. I don't think she should have shared it, right? Like, if you know how your mother feels about your father, just don't share it. You don't have anything to prove to her. And it's a simple, like, yeah, I got a relationship with my father. It is what it is. Let them feel how they want to feel. Let your sister feel how she want to feel. Let your mom feel how she want to feel. Your mother is going to have a different feeling than how you're going to feel, Wendy, because your dad left her. He left her to take care of 2 kids by herself, working these jobs, doing this and doing that. She's going to feel how she feels. He wasn't sending no money. He wasn't you haven't seen this man in 20 years, not 2 years, not 12 years. You have not seen him in 20 years. Do you know how long 20 years is? So I get what Sue is saying. And on this other side, I get what Wendy is saying. As a person who does not whose father is no longer here, if I could have built a relationship with him, then I would have, and nothing would have stopped me. Now, um, my mother didn't have the kind of relationship that Wendy had, right? He didn't just leave and not do nothing, and instead she put his ass on child support. But I also didn't have the same experience, right? My father didn't ghost me. He didn't do none of that kind of stuff, right? So, Wendy, you are trying to build a relationship with your father. I don't know if you're trying to do it because you just feel the. I don't know if you're trying to do it because you just feel like you want to do it, or if you're trying to do it because of the show. I don't know. Whatever. But you went to Nigeria. Yes, you went to Nigeria and he ghosted y'all. So when he was like, I miss y'all, I don't want to dwell on the past. Well, the past wasn't that long ago because I was just in Nigeria last year. And I think that's what your sister is like, girl, I get that you want to have a relationship with him, but you you baby, I got all kind of packages coming. What the hell did I just order? Oh, they ain't here yet. He ghosted you. Like y'all went all the way to Nigeria and he ghosted you. Ain't he? Don't he live in Nigeria? Nigeria ain't down the street. I was taught that you're not supposed to badmouth a child's parent in their presence, regardless of the matter. Let the kids establish their own feelings towards them. I agree with that. And that's why for me, it's like you can build your own relationship with him, but you don't have to share that with your mother. Your mother has every right to be upset. She has every right to be upset because this man wasn't there for her. And it's almost coming off as if you're gloating, like, yeah, I'm back with my daddy. We back on good terms. When in reality, you could have just been like, I call dad. We cool. We gonna try to work it out. If anything, that should have been in the conversation. Your sister seems to be more on your mom's side. I don't know who older. I don't know if it's Wendy or the sister that's older, but I feel like the oldest one is always gonna take the mother side. Now what I did not appreciate though was Sue in there showing her ass like that. Like, girl, if I'm telling you hold on in front of the kids, like hold on. Like at the end of the day, you can feel how you want to feel about this man, but chill out. Let me send the kids upstairs before you start going off and stuff like that. And all that calling me an idiot. Girl, ain't nobody call you no damn idiot. All that jumping, hollering and shut the fuck up and this and that. Wait a second. Hold up, Sue. Hold up, Sue. Calm down, sis. Calm down. But I just thought that I thought Sue was doing too much, in my personal opinion. I get why Sue was angry. I get why Sue was upset. I get it. But it's like, damn, girl, it's been 40 years since you dealt with him or whatever. Like, let the shit go. Like, move on with life. If she want to have a relationship with her father, let her have a relationship with her father. That's how I see it. That's me. That's how I see it. Wendy set this up. She knew her mother and she knows her mother and put her finger in that lady's face to make it sure that yes, yes. I agree with Wendy. I agree with what Wendy said, but I don't agree with her putting the finger up in her mom's face, right? Like if it was her sister, whatever. But her mom, I agree with that. But I also thought Sue was like just doing the most. But I always think Sue. But the thing is, I always think Sue do the most. I always think, baby, even when they was at the restaurant last year, I didn't get my money. I always think Sue do the most. So, But Wendy, if you want to build a relationship with your father, go build a relationship with your father. You just don't have to share with your mother. Now the question is, Wendy, this is what you need to ask yourself, Wendy. When you go to jail, is your father going to be there for you? Is your father there for you now? When you get these charges and all this kind of stuff, is your father there for you now? Is your father there knowing that the cameras are not going to always be around? Is he there for that? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Is your mother going to be there for you? Is your sister going to be there for you? Is your daddy going to be there for you? Because again, Is your dad there for you, or is he there for the cameras? Because I'm be honest with y'all, if I had not spoken to my father in 20 years, we ain't got nothing to talk about. 20 years, I have not seen this man. I show up to another country and he doesn't even bother to come out his house to see us. What we talking about? What we talking about? Help me understand. What we talking about? So for me, it is what it is. However, I'm not in that situation. I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? They may be asking about their granddaddy. I have no idea. But Wendy, you need to make that decision on what you're gonna do. Just don't share it with your mother. Because I don't think the man, I'll be honest with you. I don't think the man want no relationship with you. I don't think he really care about y'all. Well, not I don't think. I know he don't care about y'all. I couldn't imagine a father going 20 years without seeing their child. 20 years without seeing their child. And I feel like if Sue, again, this is me, I feel like if Sue would have said it that kind of way, it might have got through to Wendy. Sue is correct. I just didn't like her approach with the grandkids down there. That's all. Is Eddie fat? Eddie look like he getting like Eddie need to put the cookies down. Did y'all see Giselle's legs when she was running? Girl, you need to get in the gym, girl. You should do what Stacy was over there doing, workout, y'all. Is that a dad bod? Oh, it's a big ass dad bod. Round. Yeah, and that's the episode. That's the episode. I'm on Sue's side. I just didn't care for the approach in front of the kids. I'm on Sue's side. I do think that Wendy can have a relationship with her dad. I don't think it's a genuine relationship on his end. I think he is happy them cameras is up. That's why he FaceTime. But to say like don't cry over spilled milk or spoiled milk, and I don't want to dwell on the past. We had to talk about the past so we can move to the future. And that let me knew right there that he wasn't serious about trying to make the relationship with his daughter, which is unfortunate. But you gotten this far in life, Wendy, without him. Keep going. Keep going. But again, if you want to give him another chance, girl, that's you. Can't nobody tell you what to do with your father. And your mom gonna have to feel the way that she feel. I just would not bring it back up. That's all. I just wouldn't bring it back up. And that's the end of the episode. I thought it was an okay episode. It was a good episode. Not okay, it was a good episode. Some of it was more filler, but yeah. Angel. These girls keep playing with you because you letting them. And I don't see it for Angel. I don't think Angel should return next season. However, these girls keep playing in your face because you're letting them. And as long as you keep letting these girls play in your face, they're gonna continue to do what? Play in your face. So you need to decide on what you're gonna do. Because couldn't no bitch like Ashley or Giselle or Sharice be playing with me? Simple as that. They couldn't play with me. All that evicted Giselle talking about, oh, it was just a joke in the after show. She talking about it was just a joke. It started out as a joke. Where was the joke at? You a comedian now? You doing a BET stand-up special? Where was the joke at? Because I'm waiting to laugh. I do know what's funny though. Your legs, your neck, that motherfucking drawstring ponytail, them motherfucking whores you got over there as little girl, them whore daughters. That's funny. Them whore daughters is funny. All that goddamn cellulite on them goddamn thighs is funny. Them big old thighs. What didn't he say? Them big old thighs over there. Them big old thighs. You say them big old thighs down. Ashley, you want to joke about where somebody live at? you got jokes? Cause bitch, you fucked Michael to get a house. And he had to put a house in the LLC, girl. He wouldn't even put it in your name. He wouldn't even put the motherfucking house in your name. He had to go out there and create an LLC to get you a house. The pussy must not be that good. And then Ashley gonna get on Watch What Happens Live. I'm like, they asked her pretty much like, what's your issue with Stacey? If you can go over there, if you can fuck Jackson, why can't Stacey do what she want to do? I don't care what Stacey do. It just be the lies. What she lie about? What Stacey lie about? I'm still waiting on this day. What did Stacey lie about when it came to Chris? And again, why the fuck are you so invested? Are you fucking Chris? Is Chris your man or is Chris Monique's ex? Which is it? Is she fucking Josh? Is she fucking Michael Derby? What is it? Like, what is it? Because I don't understand. I don't understand the issue. If Monique cool with it, what you cool with it? Or why are you not cool with it? I don't understand. She doing lies. Am I the one that's lying? So it is what it is over there. That's pretty much it, y'all. I will be back tomorrow. I need to take some medicine. My nose is stuffy. I'll be back tomorrow for Married to Medicine. I ain't gonna give y'all no time yet. I think, well, maybe 8:00, 7, 8 o'clock. What y'all think? And was Married to Medicine a good episode? I don't wanna waste my time if it wasn't a good episode. Based on what I seen, like it was a good episode because like Toya showed her ass. But I think I'm on team. I think I'm on Toya's side. Tommy won't be back on again until the 4th, I think. Yeah, so we got 2 weeks without no reviews. I'll figure something out. But we got 2 weeks without no reviews. And no, actually be back on the 4th, but I don't know if I'll be home on the 4th. Because I might still be out of town. Well, we'll figure it out when I get there. But yeah. Toya did, and I don't. Ali, I do not like that Mimi. That Mimi and her wife. I do not like that Mimi and that wife. That wife Steve Atta. I do not. I do not. Stephanie, Mimi and Stephanie. I don't see it for them. I don't see it for them. I seen a couple little clips. I don't like the way that Mimi was over there talking to Toya. I told y'all, I don't see it for that Mimi and that husband. Okay. 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 I maybe when I, I know a punk when I see a punk. I know a punk when I see a punk. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. And one day y'all gonna tell, and one day y'all gonna stop denying me. And y'all gonna tell me I'm right. Y'all gonna tell me I'm right. What else? Did I miss anything in this episode? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I missed nothing else. Ashley looked like a damn fool on Watch What Happens Live. Girl, what was that thing around your neck? I do not like her this season. I do not like Ashley this season. I just ugh. You know, me and Jackson, we kissed, and well, would you be mad if we did more? Girl, who else you gonna fuck on the goddamn show? God damn. That's a hoe. Now that's a hoe. That Ashley, that's a hoe. Yeah, you the last standing fan for yes. You the last standing fan, Ashley fan, yes. Cause I'm over. You know, I was with her last season, and I might be with her next season. But this season right here, no, no. I say no, 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 no. Y'all, I was in the mall today, And I've realized it's a lot of kids, like teenagers, who be having got them damn Balenciaga shoes on. I hate them fucking shoes. Them boat looking shoes. I hate them damn shoes. They look so stupid. But I'm also thinking to myself, who buying y'all these damn shoes? Because ain't them shoes like thousands of dollars, or they like $200? Sure. Oh, and guess what I saw in the mall today, y'all? I saw a Toys R Us. I saw a Toys R Us in the mall. Now, it wasn't the Toys R Us that we all grew up with, but I saw a Toys R Us in the mall. So I wonder if it's here just for the holidays or if it's actually here like permanently. Hmm. And I was gonna buy a North Face today. Baby, you know motherfucking North Face was $400. It was $400. That North Face was $400. And I wanted to buy a Helly Hansen, but do people still wear Helly Hansens? Oh, they doing like pop-ups? Okay. These kids wear high fashion like it's Jordans. Yes. But who buying the shoes for them? My mother would have never bought me no you don't know what a Helly Hansen is? Oh. Maybe a Helly Hansen is a up north thing. A East Coast up north thing. I know you know what the North Face is. But Helly Hansen is like a let me find it. Helly Hansen. They moved on Canada Goose. Baby, the Canada Goose ain't nothing, girl. That thing expensive. The Canada Goose jacket, baby. That thing ain't nothing to play with. The goddamn hat alone, $220. This a Canada, baby. Well, this Canada Goose. Look at this shit right here. $1,600. $1,600, baby. This red one nasty though. This red one nasty. Ooh, baby, this red one is sickening. Ew. But they say this goose. Baby, they say this goose keep you, baby. You can go to Alaska with this goose on and think you in Hawaii with that goose. With that goose, you think you in Hawaii somewhere. You said it's worth it because it's the lifetime warranty. You must be a North thing. My friends in NYC always talk about it, but I never seen anyone else wear it because the motherfucker $1,600. $1,600. You got a Perkin? Okay. Well, y'all know Ali got a Amex card, so she got money. Hold on, because Ali over there with the Beverly Hills girls. Hold on. Not Walmart's on the Canadian Goose. Not Walmart's on the Canadian Goose. Oh wow. Oh, Helly Hansen. Helly Hansen. Here we go. So this is a Helly Hansen. Let me show you. Mm-hmm. You said I haven't heard anyone talk about Canadian Goose since 2012 when Drake was rocking it heavy. Ain't nobody worry about fucking Drake. So this is a Helly Hansen. It's more of an up north thing, but they're not they're expensive here, but in the stores they like one something. And I was gonna buy one because I've always wanted one. But I just never had got one. But I had a North Face though. Y'all remember Mountain Gears? I got it before they started hacking the price. I didn't pay $1,600. Moose Knuckle and Canadian Goose are top tier Canadian jackets. Y'all remember Mountain Gears? I'm telling you, get a right Moose Knuckle. That's funny. Oh, how do you say it? A Rusk? Rudisk? But this is Helly Hansen. But I really want. I never forget. I was Remember when J Lo used to date that? Okay, you said look it up. Okay, hold on. Let me see. R Rudask. Okay, let's look at this. But why these coats cost so much? That's why kids out here freezing now. These coats cost so much. This $500. It's not bad though. Why I see a whole bunch of white people on this website, Naomi? Where the black people at? Where the black people at? Because white people wear coats. I don't know if I. So, I always wanted. I was going through my closet last year and found a Columbia windbreaker. Baby, them Columbia windbreakers, baby, they ain't nothing to play with. I never forget when J Lo used to remember she used to date the backup dancer Chris. Let me see if I can find y'all a picture. Because I want y'all to see this coat. Maybe when I tell you some things I'll never forget. Jennifer Lopez. What was his name? Chris Judd. Let me see if I can find red. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. He had this red pea coat on, baby. That motherfucking coat was so goddamn clean. And this was like, y'all know how long ago they dated. When I tell you that red pea coat was so goddamn clean, I will never forget that. Damn, I wish I could find that picture. Shit, they don't have it. But when I tell you that goddamn picture was that, he had a red pea coat on. And when I tell you that motherfucker was clean. Clean. Right. Montclair Jack. Right. I still go through a Pico phase. I still go through one. Y'all better be glad I can't find one like Neo from the Matrix and whip that motherfucker. Right, y'all walking right, Ali. They Montclair coats, Louis Vuitton belts. Where y'all getting this money? The shit probably fake like that purse Heavenly had. This shit probably fake. It ain't no. These kids. Oh no, I didn't do polo boots. I do peacoats and Tims, but that's you and Ali know, baby, we'll rock a Tim, baby. I don't know what was going on over the summertime, but when I tell you they was rocking Tims in the summertime, when I tell you they was rocking Tims in the summertime with a short, Tims and some shorts, I'm saying, baby, what's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? But we were and then Baltimore, when you down to Baltimore, you either do the beef and I hate the beef and broccolis. I can't. They so fucking ugly to me. I do butters. I want a pair of all black Tims. That's what I really want. But I do my butters, and I barely wear my Tims. And there was a time where I wanted some Nike boots, but I never got any. But I always got Tims. Every Christmas, every year I got Tims. My mother kept me in some Tims every year. My mother kept me in Tims and Air Force Ones. Every year I had Tims and Air Force Ones. I remember one year, baby. I remember one time in school, I had these corduroy jeans on, some pants, baby. I took my Tims. Where you going? In my suitcase. Where you going? Where you going? But yeah, I stayed with a name brand. My mother did not play when it came to me and my clothes. My mother did not play. She kept me in some Air Forces and some Tims, and I had a butter. I actually got a pair right now. I need to go and pull out. I need to actually pack next week. I don't know what if I don't even know what I'm wearing. I don't even know what I'm doing next week. Ugh, the year flying by. Oh Jesus! But yeah, How y'all do it, Ali and Naomi? How y'all do it for y'all that got kids? Maybe these kids out here got more money than we got. I'm flying home tomorrow morning. I missed my flight last night. What was you doing missing your flight? I'm glad when Xmas is over. Why? Why would you be glad when Christmas is over? Why you miss your flight? What was you doing? Why you miss your flight? What y'all doing for New Year's? I think I'm gonna do it. Am I gonna do a show on New Year's? Are y'all gonna tune in? Maybe I should do it the day before New Year's. You know why Christmas is not probably not exciting, JW? Because you live in LA. And it ain't cold out there. You gonna watch Stranger Things on New Year's? On New Year's Eve, you gonna watch Stranger Things? Oh. You're not going to no parties or nothing? Like have no get-togethers? You're not gonna watch Dick Clark? Andy and Anderson? It's raining. It's raining here all week. I have to get out of here. I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's. New Year's is probably the time I like the most. It was easy with my oldest. She was in boarding school and wore a uniform. My youngest school didn't have uniforms, but they weren't allowed to wear logos on their clothes. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because I feel like these kids, like you see the logos and stuff like that, can get kind of like dangerous and stuff like that. So that's good. I just spend money on accessories for them. I haven't been out for New Year's in a couple of years. Oh. I go out every New Year's. One New Year's, I told y'all, one New Year's I went to Escape. Last year I went to this big old party that they had in DC at the Winston. Is that how you say it? The Winston Hotel? Weston, excuse me. The Weston Hotel. Their ballroom, which is freaking huge. No, during the lockdown. No, Naomi. What did I do for the lockdown? What did I do for the lockdown? I didn't do nothing. Watch TV. Right? Because we were still, nothing. My friends went out this year, but they going to a circus. I want something quieter. I've always wanted to do like I might do that this year. But no, because we all won't be together. During the lockdown, I went to Atlanta. Oh, you went where? Yes, it does. Baby, bring it back. I was so baby doing doing the lockdown. Baby, you'd have thought I was married to Mauricio. Baby, I had so much money during the lockdown. You would have thought I was Mauricio, baby, or married to him, dude. And the lockdown had the verses, baby. When I tell y'all, I had a good time during the pandemic. Well, except for my grandmother passed away. She didn't pass away from the pandemic. She passed away from dementia. But outside of that, I had a good time during the pandemic. I was working out all the time. Baby, money, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna leave in a minute. Let me tell y'all something. So the PS5 came out during the pandemic, right? I probably told y'all this story, but that's okay. So I did I had a birthday party on Zoom. So the PS5 was coming out, right? And I'm in my head, I'm like, babe, because I was still working. So in my head, I'm like, child, ain't nobody buying this PS5. The people that lost their jobs, the lockdown happening, ain't nobody doing nothing. Babe, when I tell y'all, I had my money set aside. When I tell y'all the night the PS5 came out, I will never forget. I don't know the month or the day, but let's just say it was October or something. I had my money ready and everything. Baby, when I tell y'all, I don't know why I didn't think nobody was gonna buy this PlayStation because I just thought people ain't had no money. When I tell y'all, it took me 5 different websites to get the goddamn PS5. I had to literally buy it. I had to literally buy it off of the damn Sony website. I had to buy it off the Sony website. And when it said, oh, it's on its way, I was like, oh shit, I finally got it right. And it said it's on its way. It took like 2 days. When I saw that it was coming, I saw the delivery man, and he was getting out his truck. He had a big ass box. When I tell you, I met his motherfucking ass outside because I didn't want nobody to run up and steal my shit. I didn't live in no neighborhoods like that, but I just didn't know what motherfuckers was crazy during the pandemic. And baby, I had my PS5 though. Baby, I had my PS5 though. I didn't have to wait though, baby. Let me see what y'all saying. Yes, right. Super spreader out there in Atlanta with the damn punks down there getting. The lockdown made me think of all the horrible game nights I was dragged to. What you mean dragged to? During the pandemic? JW, I don't know if I'm hanging out with you, JW, like the LA. JW, I don't. Because when we get the next pandemic, JW, you gonna have us out? No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Me too. I traveled the globe in business class. The tickets were so cheap during the pandemic. I went to Africa, France, Mexico. We would never see those. Like we would never see days like that again. Do you know who in the White House? My fridge was stacked, baby. Naomi, stacked. I lost 20 pounds, and today I gained like 20. Oh, it's okay. Oh no, I'm still here. Well, the beginning part. But thank you for showing up. I gained 2 pounds. My life was simpler with the exception of having the big C twice. Oh no, you had it twice? So I think I had it too. Now I know when I did, I got it when everything was cool. No, baby, I got it. I said, oh my, and I got like the weaker version of it. I said, baby, if this the weak version, baby, I didn't want the real version. But the pandemic was good to me. Like, it was good to me. HBO was remember HBO was releasing all the movies on HBO. Hmm. And what I didn't like is we had to wait to the end of the year to see the Matrix. So I'm like, oh baby, the Matrix this, the Matrix that. I'm like, oh baby, the Matrix go. When I tell you they got that Matrix, and I love the Matrix, especially the Matrix Reloaded. I love the Matrix. But when I tell you that last that last Matrix was horrible, so bitch, y'all could have kept this. The weak version, the version was everybody got back outside. That version. That's why people voted for Trump again. They thought they were getting a stimulus check. Oh, y'all, listen. So I had a friend. She a liar. So I had a friend, right? And when Trump was making people believe they were getting stimulus checks again, she called me. She was like, I'm about to get my stimulus check. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? She was like, yeah, you know, Trump, he's sending people stimulus checks out, and I got mine. Say, girl. When she said that, she was like, yeah, I got mine. I got my stimulus check. I was like, girl, you got what? She said, yeah, I got my stimulus check. I said, girl, what stimulus check you get? She was like, well, you know, they was giving out stimulus checks, and they had sent me one. I said, let me see it. If you seen it, I seen it. I saw the mentions in the movie theaters on Christmas Day. I wish I had tomatoes to throw at the screen. It was so bad. It was horrible. And I love The Matrix Reloaded is one of my favorite movies. And I saw that fourth one. I said, babe, what the fuck is, I didn't know what was going on. What the fuck is this? Was it her paycheck? Right. Because I was like, girl, you ain't getting no stimulus check, girl. What the fuck is you talking about? I said, baby, y'all just be lying to be lying. So I got my stimulus check. From who? Now, when I got my stimulus check, though, I was happy I got mine from Biden. I remember my baby sister telling me to file for something. I was right. No, I ain't filing for a damn. No. So y'all remember when the pandemic happened? So y'all remember when when Biden got nominated, baby, people forgot there was a damn pandemic. And when I tell you motherfuckers was in the goddamn streets, they was like, baby, we get sick, we get sick. When I tell you motherfuckers was in the street partying like it was 1999, I said, baby. Baby, they said Trump lost and Biden won. And the thing is, it took. I don't think we didn't learn he was president until like it was a Saturday morning, because we was all glued to our TVs. It was a Saturday morning, and people found out that Trump had lost and Biden had won. Baby, the people was in them streets. Baby, they was having a good time. You hear me? They was having a good time, baby. Yes, it was. Remember how they had all those Black Lives Matter protests on the block down? Yes. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Baby, DC had it going on. Girl, they was outside that motherfucking White House. Baby, they had it going on. Baby. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Baby. Let me see if I can find that. What would I type in? Trump lost 2020. Man, I wish I could find some pictures. Well, I don't know what to type in. What would I type in? People dancing when Trump lost. Let me see. 2020. Baby. Look, y'all. Look. Baby, look. Baby. I said, baby, y'all motherfuckers gonna die, baby. Y'all put the motherfucking masks back on. Baby, when I tell you they was dancing in the goddamn street. Baby, you would have thought literally, you would have thought Eveline died. You would have thought she died. And we was when I tell y'all motherfuckers was in that street getting down. This is the best picture right here. And I remember because CNN was doing all the coverage. And you just saw people partying. I mean, you saw motherfuckers getting down. People who didn't know people didn't care if you knew how to dance or not. When I tell you America showed up and showed out that year. When I tell you they showed up and showed out that year. And what Kamala say? We did it, Joe. I missed the pandemic now. We gonna get another one. I don't know if we're gonna get another one now. So be prepared. Be prepared. But yeah, it was cool. And the thing is like you just I don't know, it's just a good time. It was just a good time. Another recession depression, did you have? No, that's gonna hit different though. When that recession hit, that's gonna hit different, yeah. And I never forget we had Larry Hogan as our governor. And when people we were one of the, I think it was like us in California. We were one of California, maybe New York, maybe. We were some of the first states to like shut down without actually nobody telling us to shut down. And when we in Maryland, we were closing, we had closed like 2 weeks early before a lot of people. And Larry, um, Larry wife is from South Korea. So we had ran out of masks. So he has his wife called up some people, baby. We got a plane full of masks. And Merlin was good. We were good here. But remember when the stuff first happened, I was like, baby, where's this? Why y'all buying up all the toilet paper? What was that about? Toilet paper, paper towels. What was that about? But y'all wasn't buying up the food. I couldn't find no paper towels, no toilet paper, no nothing. I don't know what that was about. Then they wanted you to buy certain kind of masks and stuff. I was like, child, I'm so glad I didn't live in a small city like I do now. I know people were watching like hawk snatching. Paper towels and Clorox, right. I don't know what that was about. My grandmother always sent me homemade masks. Oh. Right, no bounty, no. I was like, baby, what is happening here? People were worried about having a clean house and ass. And what's so crazy is what is so crazy about the pandemic. I was actually going to start my YouTube channel during the pandemic. I was gonna start my YouTube channel during the pandemic, and then, like I said, my grandmother had passed away, so I was like, I ain't on a YouTube channel. But I was gonna start my YouTube channel during the pandemic. Who got a PPP loan? I wanted to apply for it, but I ain't know how the shit worked. I knew the lockdown was coming because I was watching YouTube in the end of 2019, and I ordered the heavy duty mask from Amazon. I think I learned how to change my oil and line my beard up during the pandemic. I got denied. I ain't learned how to do nothing during the pandemic. I ain't learned how to do nothing. I just played a whole bunch of video games and watched TV and watched Versus and walked my dog, ate, worked out, and yeah, that's all I did during the pandemic. Amazon was always in my house. I was buying shit just to buy shit. So what's so crazy is, so I had bought a new car, and I bought a 2021. It was still 20. It was still 20, 2020, but I had bought a 2021. And I was like, I was riding past the car dealers and stuff. I was like, where the cars at? Like, where the damn cars at? I had learned that we had a because I had an Infiniti, but I had went to CarMax to get an Infiniti. So I had a Honda Civic. It was my first car. I paid it off, and I was like, I'm ready for a new car. So I had went to CarMax because I don't know what I wanted, but I just wanted to go to CarMax. I went to CarMax to buy an Infiniti, and I was like, baby, my interest rate is too goddamn high. I love my Infiniti, but I was like, I'm ready to turn this in. So I went out and bought a Hyundai. I really wanted a Jetta at the time, but I was like, I'm gonna go get a Hyundai. I wanted a BMW, but apparently you got to have a goddamn 900 credit score to get a BMW. So I said, well, I guess I ain't getting no BMW. So I was like, what's the next best thing I can get? So I went out and got a Hyundai. But at first I was like, ew, these aren't, because I was only seeing like the basic models, like the raggedy base. Let me show y'all what I got and what I want next. So I had went out and got I wanted a Honda. I mean, a Honda. I wanted a BMW, but they was I was rich, bitch. I wasn't that motherfucking rich. So I was like, let me go get a Hyundai. So I had seen somebody, every Honda I had seen, I was like, bitch, these is ugly. These motherfucking Hondas is ugly. And then I seen this. I said, wait a minute, this is cute. I can rock with this. I can rock with this, right? So I remember going past all these car dealers, and I had went to one car dealer, and the guy was like, "Oh, we can't do nothing with your car because it's what they say overvalued, whatever he said." I was like, "This car only had 2 owners, and I'm the second owner. What are you talking about? This is my Infiniti." So I was like, "Whatever." He wanted to act like I didn't know what I was talking about. So I was like, "Whatever." So I went over to Hyundai, and they had a 2021. This is 2020. They had a 2021 sitting in the parking lot. I said, oh, I like this. So I went over there, got it, blah, blah, blah. And got the car. And I'm like, damn, people must be, I was like, the pandemic must be good to people because these people buying these motherfucking, people buying cars at the right. When I tell you that, so there's one part of where I live at where like it's a strip and it's nothing but car lots. You got like Kia, Chevrolet, Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, Fords, and some other stuff. It's nothing but a strip of cars. And then it's another part of where I live at, where you got the Audis, the BMWs, the Acura, like it's like, and I'm like, motherfuckers is getting paid on a pandemic. I'm like, it ain't a car on a damn lot, baby. That man told me you got the last car in stock. I said, damn, y'all selling cars like that? He was like, no, they not making no more cars. I said, what you mean they not making no more cars? He said, the chip to make a car, they ain't built the chip yet, so we can go make cars.
Wait a minute, hold up.
I said, baby, what? They had stopped making, baby, they had stopped making the pieces that can make the cars. So there had been a car shortage. I'm thinking motherfuckers is out here buying cars left and right. I'm thinking people getting paid during the pandemic. They had stopped making cars. They had stopped making cars. That's why BMW was charging my ass so goddamn much to get in BMW. They was trying to get the shit off the lot. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So now though, I want either a BMW or Audi. But the problem is I have a really, really good warranty. So Hyundai has a really, 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 really good warranty. Like it's 100,000 miles or it's 10 years. And I got so many goddamn electronics in my damn car. So my car's so goddamn digital. And the shit came with the car. So but my next car I want a BMW or a Audi. The problem is though, I keep hearing that Audis are very expensive to fix. So my shit's still under warranty. So whatever happens is still under warranty, except for the oil changes. I missed the free oil changes, child. But everything is still under warranty. But I'm like, damn, if I go get an Audi, my goddamn, they said somebody told me the oil change is like $200. Well, that's not really bad. That's what I'm trying to pay now for 2 oil changes. But the brakes like $1,000 or some shit. If they break down, because it's a German car, if they break down, I'm like, I don't know if I want to go through all that. I don't know if I want to go through all that. And I heard the same thing about BMWs. I don't know if I want to go through all that. I don't know yet. And I'm trying to move to LA, baby. I don't know about all that right now. I don't know about all that right now. So we'll see. But yeah. The only thing I don't have is I have Apple Play, but it's not wireless. German cars are so expensive to fix. All German cars are expensive to fix. The oil change service is like $500. Oh, I'm not doing that. Wait a minute, they got the ball back. They just took the ball. San Francisco whooping the Colts ass. Would I drive to LA? No. So when I used to live in North Carolina, I used to live in Greensboro, and I used to take me and my Honda Civic. I always had a new car. Well, except for my Infiniti. My Infiniti was 2015, but it looked new. Did you know they stopped making Infinitis, the cars? But anyway, so I used to drive all the time from Greensboro to Maryland, all the time. That little 5-hour drive, I used to be like, I'm hitting it. Baby, I remember one year I was like, I'm not doing this drive no more. So, no. That's a 48-hour drive. No. And knowing me, I'd be stopping everywhere. I don't do heights. I don't know how I'm gonna make. First of all, I don't even know how I'm gonna make it in LA because I know in certain parts of LA that you gotta drive through the hills. I'm scared of heights like that. Have y'all been to Pittsburgh? Baby, I can't do the hills. So driving from here to driving from Maryland to LA, that's 48 hours. And I don't know if I'm going through no rivers or valleys or lakes. I don't know. I'm gonna get my ass on that plane. I'm gonna figure out how to get my car over there, how to get my furniture over there. I'm gonna get my ass on the plane. LA and especially move to the valley. But they say the valley is expensive. Well, they said that the electricity bill gonna be expensive. You said don't get the Q4 electric car. My cousin lives in the DMV, Glen Burnie, and works in Baltimore. He always charging that car. The highway mileage is like 20 miles. Glen Burnie down the street from me. That's he work at the headquarters, the DMV headquarters. No, I don't want an electric car. Studio City? What's Studio City? You don't do that drive. Ship your car. I'm not. That's what I'm doing, but I'm not doing that drive. That shit 48 hours. Shit. If it was 5 hours, I wouldn't want to do the drive. Now, of course, if I moved to New York, I would do that drive. That's an easy drive. But I'm not doing the drive to LA to drive. No. 48 hours? And I know me, baby, it probably take me 5 or 6 days to get there because I've been stopped here and went to lay down somewhere and got up in the morning and said, I'm not driving today. No. I'd never get to LA if I drove. Never. I'm gonna get my ass on that plane, fly over what's the stadium? SoFi Stadium, and go and sit down. What's a nice drive? 48 hours? Studio City is nice. My friend and his partner just purchased a house outside of Studio City. But JW, what kind of friends you got, baby? Find me, chill. JW, let me shut up. Let me see. Studio City. Maybe I need to find me a goddamn man with some money. Buying houses in LA and shit. Let me see. Studio City apartments. Let me see what these rent giving. Oh no, ew. No. 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 I don't see nothing I like on apartment guys. Apartments.com. I don't see nothing I like. I drove from South Carolina to LA. It was the worst. Took me 2 days. That would be a week drive. Right, Ali. That'd be a week, baby. People be wondering. People probably thought I ran off the road or something. They're like, "Where are you at, child? In the hotel room?" And I'm not a road trip kind of person. It's nice but expensive out there. I think Viola Davis and a few others have homes out there. I visited Studio City last night. It was nice. I'm gonna move to Cali one day. Yeah, no. I'm not doing a long drive. I drove to New York last year. I'll never do that drive again either. We went to New York for Pride, World Pride. Was it World Pride in New York last year? Or was it just regular Pride? I can't remember. But we went to New York last year for Pride. No, I'm sorry. Was it World Pride in New York last year? I know World Pride was this year in DC. I don't know where it was at. I don't know. We just went to New York for Pride. And my little sister got a rent control apartment in downtown LA. The apartment building is new constructed, but ginger isn't moving quick enough. Too many people pothead, too many dope heads out there. Okay, so we was in World Pride last year. And so what happened was we missed the train. So I was like, well, shit. And so we missed the train, right? So everybody looking at me like, well, you the one with the new car with 5 miles on the car. So you drive. I'm looking like, babe, I don't want to drive my car to New York. So I drove my car to New York. It was, like I said, it was an easy drive. I've drove to New York plenty of times. What I won't do again, though, is drive my car to New York. I drive anybody else's car. I'm not driving my car to New York. Because once Ali know what I'm talking about, and probably the informer know what I'm talking about. Baby, that motherfucker, I can't stand that motherfucking New Jersey turnpike. That motherfucking turnpike is so dry. It's so long. It's so boring. I'm waiting for the shit to be over. But we got to New Jersey turnpike, all that kind of stuff. You know, we did everything like that. The problem that I had with driving to New York was we were staying in the Bronx. So my friend had booked us an Airbnb. I didn't like the Airbnb because I'm like, you got 4 grown niggas. You got 4 grown niggas in a one you got 4 grown niggas in an Airbnb with 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. I said, this ain't gonna work. So I found us an Airbnb in the Bronx. What's that island called over there in the Bronx? Whatever that island over there called. And so we had drove over there. Everybody had their own room. Oh no, it was a nice Airbnb. Let me show you the Airbnb. Let me see if I can find it. It was nice. Let me see if I can find that Airbnb. Damn. Shit. How can I find that Airbnb? How can I find it? City Island. How can I find that Airbnb? That Airbnb was nice as shit. Hold on. What can I type in? Cause I want y'all to see this. This is a nice ass Airbnb. How can I find it? Let me look up his name. Cause I want y'all to see this. Baby, I don't do shit. That even how I get down. Let me see. Can I look at previous? Can you look at previous stays? How can I look at the trips? I can't look at 5 past trips in your profile. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me show y'all this Airbnb. Can y'all see the Airbnb? This is nice. This is the Airbnb that we stayed in. So one the one who booked it had this room. When I say that motherfucking bed was everything, that was the bathroom. Me and him shared this bathroom. My one friend had this room. He had his own room and his own bathroom. That's the bathroom. My other friend had this room. He had his own bathroom. This is his bathroom. This is the living room area. I slept here. Let me tell you something. That motherfucking bed was so big and so motherfucking comfortable, baby. And I closed them doors, baby. And that's, baby, when I tell you that motherfucking Saturday, we slept all day. And this is the backyard. It was like a table back there to play like table tennis and everything like that. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Well, the what bed? I don't even get down like that. Well, yes. So I didn't realize that until, and my friend had said that he was like, hey, we're gonna be far out, and I'm like, whatever. But I just couldn't imagine all of us being in this small ass Brooklyn Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? We 4 grown ass niggas. Like I want my own space. So I just couldn't imagine. So when he said it was far out, that motherfucker was right. It was far out. But the first time we went out to Brooklyn, we had fun there. Saturday we ain't do shit. We was gonna go out Saturday, but then it started pouring down rain in that night, and we all had slept the night away. But Sunday we spent the whole day in Times Square. We spent the whole day in Times Square, in Manhattan, Times Square, whatever you want to call it, the whole day, and then we went home. So, but because we were going home that Sunday, I clearly had to drive through Manhattan, right? Baby, I drove past I drove past uh what's the shit called? MSG. I drove past all the landmarks, but when I tell you the motherfucking roads in the Bronx is so fucked up, Them roads in the Bronx is beyond fucked up. Beyond fucked up. So yeah. Yeah. It's hard to find Airbnbs in Manhattan or New York. Yeah, Madison Square Garden. Yeah. So I said never. I'm not doing this shit again. No. But I got wasted at the New Yorker. I love walking around NYC. You do? I walked around. I've been to Times Square about 4 or 5 times. I um I went to go see the Christmas lighting. I'll never do that shit again. I don't need to see. I seen that tree one time. I don't need to do that shit no more. It was so motherfucking cold that night. I stood aside the gap until it was time for us to leave. We was there from like 8 in the morning to like 8 at night. I was ready to motherfucking go. Do you hear me? I was ready to go. It was so motherfucking cold that day in New York. I was like, fuck this tree. I don't care who lighting it, who not lighting it. We see it. Good. Get me the fuck up out of here. Get me the fuck up out of here. Baby, when I tell you it was so motherfucking cold that night in New York, I've only been that cold twice in my life. That time and that motherfucking night in Atlanta, I was like, get me the fuck up out of here. Get me up out of here. Get me to the car now. And then I went to New York one time to see Brandy at the Best Buy Theater. I don't know if the Best Buy Theater is still there or not, but I'm gonna go see her one time at the Best Buy Theater. I took the bus that time. And then I think other times I was young. We went to I turned around, Tay Diggs was walking behind us that night that we went to go see the Christmas light. He was walking behind us, and Tracy Morgan was inside of Macy's. So yeah, I like New York. I just don't like New York. Well, the thing is, I'm over the summer. I'm over the winter. I'm over winter time. I'm ready for some warm weather. So I like New York. I like New York in the spring and summertime. So only place I need to go. Only place I need to visit now is Queens and that's it. Oh, and Harlem. I did New Year's Eve in Times Square for the ball drive. We thought we were going to die because of the Y2K, so we might as well die with other people. So yeah, I like New York though. I like New York. When I got to LA, I couldn't experience LA. I couldn't experience LA the way I wanted to because I went to WrestleMania and out there, so I couldn't experience it the way I wanted to. I'll never forget. I sat next to this guy at WrestleMania, and he was talking. This when I knew people in LA was fake. He was like, "Yeah, he was by himself. We had really really good seats. We were on the floor, and he was like, yeah, I want to what did he say? He was like, "Oh yeah, we should hang out, blah 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 blah, because y'all ready for this? I'm in LA 6 months out the year, and the other 6 months I'm in New York. Boy, boy, I'm supposed to believe that shit. Boy, please." But yeah, I've been to what's that famous burger spot that everybody wanted to go to? It's in one of them is in Brooklyn. Because I went there one night when I was there when I was in New York for WrestleMania, but I couldn't think of the name of it. Um, but it was good. So, but I couldn't explore LA the way I went. Well, y'all know that story because I was with them cheap ass motherfuckers in LA. But I couldn't explore LA the way I wanted to. I want to go to the hall. I want to go to the Hall of Fame. I want to go to what's the theme park out there? I want to go to the theme park. I want to I don't need to go rock climbing or hiking, whatever the fuck y'all call it. I don't need to do none of that. I don't need to see that big old thing that you can view the city. I don't need to see none of that. I can see the sign. I'm good on. I don't need to see any of that. The big white thing on that hill. I don't need to see none of that. But I do want to go to um the theme park out there, and I want to go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Lauren Canyon. I don't need to see what Lauren or Debbie Canyon, whatever it is. I went the observatory. I don't need to see, baby. Yes. Well, no, it wasn't Slutty Vegan. I don't know what it was called. Dang. I don't know what it was called, but it was like a place you could sit down and eat. Damn, I can't think of what it was called, but yeah. I went to Roscoe's. It wasn't no Waffle House. No, it's a burger spot in Brooklyn, but it's all over New York. I went to Junior's. I wouldn't walk for it. When I was in New York, I went to Junior's. She said I wouldn't walk for it.
What?
I wouldn't have walked for it. I wouldn't walk for Junior's. No. No, did anybody have me fucked up? I wouldn't have walked for Junior's. I went to Roscoe's. I went to Roscoe's. Sure. Sure. What else did I go to? I went to the donut spot. I went to the big donut spot. But you know what was good? You know what was good in LA? Them motherfucking Mexicans out there selling that goddamn selling them goddamn hot dog sausages outside. The Mexicans out there frying them hot dogs up with them green peppers and them onions. Them green peppers, baby. Now that that was good. That was good. That was good. Yeah, Randy's, baby. I wanted to hit the spots. I was like, baby, what is this? What is this shit? I was like, girl, please. This what the fucking line for, child? Take the donut down, baby, and throw it in the ocean. I had to get some K barbecue when we'll see. We'll see, child. I'm a miss being home because the food here the food in LA and the food here, baby, is different. It's just different. It's different. We know what we doing up here. Anyway, y'all, I need to eat and get my ass in the bed. I didn't realize how late it was. Why my phone not starting up? What's wrong with my damn phone? I know it ain't dead. Whatever. There we go. Take a tour in LA. Yeah, I am. I think I'm gonna be at LA in February. Korean barbecue is another level. Okay, I'm gonna try. I think I'm trying to come down there for I think I'm gonna go to LA for All-Star weekend. If you know like I know. Hmm. 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 If you know like I know. I wanna go to All-Star weekend, baby. If you know like I know. I want to go to All-Star weekend, baby. Baby, you know, like I know, bitch. Hmm. 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 When I come back with a ring on my finger, I don't ask me no questions. Don't ask me no questions when I come back with a ring on my finger. Don't ask me no questions. Just be happy for me. Just be happy for me. When you see me sitting, floor seats like Cardi, don't ask no questions. He said camping out at the hookah spots for a baller.
What?
Just be happy for me. I'll explain the story one day in my book. And when you see me sitting out there like Cardi with my popcorn and shaking my head, sitting courtside, don't ask no questions. When you see me sitting next to B and them, don't ask no questions. Just be like, damn, that nigga made it. That's all I want y'all to say is that nigga made it. He ain't forget about us. He's still doing his weekly shows. That nigga made it though. When y'all see me over there, when y'all watch Beverly Hills and y'all see me sitting over there with Sutton and Kyle and them just sitting there, just be, yes, thank you. Thank you. That's all I ask is for your support. All I ask is for your support. That's all I ask is for your support. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow for Married to Medicine. I'm gonna be on much earlier than this. I didn't realize it was so late. Yeah, yes, baby. Yeah, it's Shalom, baby. It's Shalom, baby. I will see y'all tomorrow for Married to Medicine. Hope y'all have a great night and a great day tomorrow. And we will chat tomorrow for Married to Medical. Bye, y'all.